sin. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Wisconsin's offense will get the first swing of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And with the closest guy to the football, man, it's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to get outside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Gets it out quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage,
he's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badgers.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Alabama's offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long.
Breaks into the open. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking to throw at Simpson. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Ballard. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds him out of the backfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Got a man. It's Horton. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Gives it on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. He's got it on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air. It's Simpson. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Pulls it in. It's Ballard. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Mason.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Give to the running back. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. There he goes! They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Lobs it off the back foot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Brooks. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Got it behind the line. It's Dupree. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. When you play in a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Duron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinton Williams will
snags it. They found a way to get him the lug, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here and stay on the field and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Got the quick pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pressure coming. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch near the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. Then look. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Gets rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Here comes the heat. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards.
He's got it. First down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't put the ball in. It'll be 4th down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And despite the missed field goal, guys, there's a bright side. They're still up by 16. Miller with the ball. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Floating away. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Edwards. Hauls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. The official says no good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And a genuinely fun first half to break down, led by, I can't believe I'm saying this, that special teams unit. It's one of the most well-coached groups we've seen this season. They stay in their lanes, literally and figuratively, and right now they are complementing the offense and defense perfectly. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. To the air, it's Simpson. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give is to Miller. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on 4th down. Sets up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for room at the 25. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. That is no good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game, still sitting at 10.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Ballard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Horton. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. End off from the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Here's the handoff. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over South Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simpson. It's complete to the right. Turning it on! He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. In the red area, it's Miller. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Cuevas. Touchdown, Bama! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll go to the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give out of the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It's a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll give it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Simpson. Let's it fly. The short hands, it's Horton. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bernard.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Lost to throw again. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll throw it from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Into the end zone. Touchdown Tide! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Power football with the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They want that clock to run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
Back to throw. It's Edwards. Got a man. It's Griffin. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the back. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this drive feels like it's just gone on forever, right? The clock is just ticking away. The defense is aware of that. It's got to be frustrating because you just allowed another first down, fresh set coming up. You've got to do something to stop this bleeding.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. to the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. It's a draw. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Buying some time. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Under fire. It's complete. Breaks into the open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Badgers line it up with a 1st and goal. The quarterback's just going to take a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Horton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Horton. Gets it out just short of the 20. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line and a little more room to operate. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Bring in the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Offense facing 4th down.
Corner's going to give them room. Got to have it here on 4th down. And now the ball's loose in the end zone. A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown.
It's a
defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Looking for blockers. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Guys, this is the type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.